After trying all those sports, I was actually at a sports day at Lee Valley where I train now, and I ran the last leg of a relay. And one of the workers here, Peter Scott, he still works here till today, and he was basically just like, "Yo, you need to come down to the track and train, blah blah blah." And I was just like, okay. So I'm going to my friends. I'm like, I got scouted. I got scouted for athletics. I'm gonna do this thing I did in athletics, blah blah blah. So yeah, I didn't even. And to be fair, from the day he told me to when I actually came to the track was like 6 months later. That I was very much just like holding it off because I wasn't really sold on it.
Okay.
But then when I came to the track, when I saw all the athletes, I joined up with Eddie Stevens at Enfield and Harringay, and we trained in the evenings on the Tuesday and the Thursday. And when I came down, I saw the athletes, saw everyone sprinting. I came in Air Forces. I did the session in Air Forces. Like, I was really not prepared. And when I came to track and I saw everyone, I said, you know what, this is where I want to be. Like, it's competitive. I like the banter.
Different atmosphere to football.
But it was different to football. It was more individual. Like everything about it, I just felt. I remember the night like it was yesterday. I remember coming to the track and I just fell in love with it. And I thought, right, this is what I'm gonna do. When I got home, Mum, I need spikes. I need a new trackie. I need this. I need that. And yeah, it's just fell in love with it since then.
How old were you then?
Good question. I think I was just turning 16. So I guess someone would say it would probably start a bit late. But I developed quite quickly, so I kind of made up the time I wasn't in the sport, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, first competition.
Mm-hmm.
How did that go? If you can remember back that far.
I remember it very clearly. I think my first competition was the Middlesex Outdoor County Champs.
Okay, cool.
In Mile End, and I remember I made the final. I ran 11:64 with a 3.8 or something like that. And obviously
behind or in front?
No, wow, I came last. Under 17, I came last with that. And I remember going on power of 10, and obviously when your times are windy, they don't want to come up.
Yeah.
So I was like, where's my time? I ran 11:64. I'm ranked 380 in the UK. Where's my time? Yeah, getting vexed. And then like, no, when you run windy, I even emailed them. And when you run windy times, obviously it don't count on the rankings and whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I looked at the female rankings and they were all faster than me. And I was like, yo, I've got a way to go in this track thing, don't I? But it was a season of just developing. I finished the season with 11:18, I think. That was my last, my last rest of the season. I ran 11:18. And that was the fastest time I ran in my first season of athletics. So I think I took, half a second off in my first season, which was good.
Yeah.
And it was good signs, man.
How long did it take you to get your first, national medal, before you went international?
Yeah.
So English schools or counties?
And I went to English schools in 2012. 2012 was a bit tough because I had hamstring injuries.
You went in my year.
Did I go in your year? No way.
Yeah, you would have gone in my year.
Yeah, I went 2012. I went to English schools. I was a last year under 17, and I used to have this issue with pressure, and I still kind of had that issue up until maybe 2017.
Okay.
I'd always overcook kind of the magnitude of the competition, and obviously when you're putting a lot of pressure yourself, you dehydrate a lot quicker, and I always used to cramp up all the time in big races. You probably trials, I'd cramp up quite a lot at trials. It happened to me even this year, and loads of other junior competitions, but went to the first round and cramped up, and I was like, God, why? Why me? Why? Anyway, cramped up, bombed out, and then my first national medal, let's say, was in the indoor 60 meters in Birmingham. This is my first year joining Oakland College, my first year as an under 20. And I remember going there and there was loads of guys who were faster than me. I think I'd gone in there, my best was 6:80 something, 90 maybe, I don't know, I can't remember. And it was a sick day for me because that was kind of not the boy becoming a man, because I was very much still a boy. I was 16, 17. I was 16 actually. And I came second to CJ, my training partner at the time, and I ran 6:88. I think he ran 6:68. So he shouldn't have been in that age group that year, man. They should have let him go seniors because he was just way better than everyone. He was a third year on the 20. So he was just a big man, battering boys.
This has always been
the
thing from way back. Because obviously there are some people who managed to sneak a third year as a...
I got the third year. 20. And I was the one in 2015 who was bossing it. So I enjoyed my time. It was
one of those ones where it's if you're a third year and you ain't saying nothing, it's like
it's long.
Well, what did you do for the 3 years?
You need to go get. You need to get.
You need to go find a new career. But okay, so
you were a third year, and I was first year, and obviously being a first year getting a medal was big things because obviously usually like first years at that time weren't really getting that. So 688, and I was like, it was such a good time. And then the next day, Reese won the 200, and we would like because we lived with each other on campus at Oaklands College. This is in St. Albans, so it was just a sick time for us because we were, as under 17, we weren't really the guys. So to come like literally less than a year later and start bossing our age group, it was a sick time for everyone, and we're all in the same training group. So it was just
while you were at Oaklands, were you still under Eddie?
No, so I had moved over to Jonas and Ryan Freckleton that year.
Okay, so they were
so Ryan Freckleton is the guy who basically founded Oakland's Athletics.
Okay.
And at that time, the program wasn't really as big as it is now because obviously
many
people have come through that program now.
Yeah.
But we were kind of like there were people who came before, but we were the first kind of really talented ones that came through. So Eddie referred us. It was kind of like it was a really easy transition. He said, listen guys, you can get you could do your education, you could get really good training, S&C, track, therapy, this whole package is here, just live on campus. And for me, I was very much like, I wanted to get out of the house, I wanted to kind of, like explore a bit in my teens, innit? So it sounded good to me. All the men were like, yeah, let's go. So it was like all the boys were kind of going. So it was sick. We were just like, yeah, let's go. So it was a wild time anyway. But
was that something that you had to pay for as such?
Yeah. So I was lucky enough to get a bursary, which made it a bit cheaper. But essentially my mum and dad helped pay for that for the 3 years I was there. And so I was with Jonas and I was with Ryan, and they basically were the guys who took me through my whole junior career. So it was a very, very good time. When I'm stepping in, 30 bottles of the Zoom till I'm sentimental. I had to